Okay, because I don't have waxy, I have scrap paper, and I just use newsprint, or you can even use copier paper, but that's what I'm going to put down on my table when I paint my board. Okay, let me change the orientation so you can see what I'm doing. So I have my scratch paper down there. I'm taking my glue. Remember, I'm not getting too much on it. Can you see what I'm doing here? All right, and I'm going to paint with the grain. Yes, sirree. Painting with the grain. And since I have scratch paper down, it's no big deal, right? It's just like my waxy. I can get it on the table and I don't have to cry about it. All right. So I like that amount of glue. I'm going to take my scratch paper, get it out of the way. I'm going to take my book cloth. Do you see my book cloth? And I'm going to lay the glue side down on the wrong side of my book cloth, right? You remember this. Of course you do. Okay. So I got that on there and make sure there's no glue on my fingers. All right. I'm going to take the back of my hand. I'm going to make sure that's sticking on there. I can take my bone. I'm not gonna rub the bone too hard on that, but I want to make sure that my book cloth has adhered to the board. Okay, there we go. Flip it back over. Okay, I don't know if you can see, but I have glue on my table there, and so what am I gonna do? Take a piece of scratch paper and put it down. Okay, so we have it on the inside. This is our cover number 1. And because I don't have a brass, I am going to use my see-through ruler and a pencil, okay? Right now, what we're doing, do you remember this part? We're gonna cut the edges down, and we're gonna do it in a 1/2 inch manner, all the way around. So I am marking, because I don't have my brass, I'm gonna go ahead and mark a 1/2 inch away from my edge. This is taking me longer than if I had my brass, but oh my gosh, what are you gonna do anyway? Here we go, all the way around, right? So I got that. I'm gonna take this out of the way. Now I'm gonna need a straight edge. I'm gonna need a straight edge in order to cut this down. And I'm gonna go over here. I'm going to get my mammoth straight edge, all right? And I am going to cut each side down just like I had a brass, right? Okay, do you see how I'm doing that? Line it up, cut it. I wish I knew where my brass was. Okay, I'm going to pull this over, line it up with the line that I drew, which is a 1/2 inch away. Whoops! Can I try that again? Wow. Do what I say, not what I do. There we go. That's better. Okay. Then I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to get that edge going on. Okay. All right. So before we do anything else, we're going to miter our corners, aren't we? Of course we are. So what are we using to miter our corners? We are using our see-through ruler. We're going to hold it up here, and we are going to draw our angle on each one of these corners. Do you remember this? Of course you do, because you guys are so smart. And you know, I can use scissors, or I can use an X-Acto knife. And I've got my scissors, wow, shazam, right over here. And I am going to cut right to the inside of that line there. Okay, see how I'm doing that? Whoa, Nelly. Okay, that's good. So Now I'm going to take my smaller brush, okay? I'm going to dip it in the glue, all right? And I am going to, whoops, I think that's too much. I'm going to paint my edge. Now, the book cloth that I gave you for this project, it's a little stiff. So you may have to really put the glue on there, okay? Do you remember how I do this? When I fold my edge over, I pull it out, roll it over, like so. Do you remember that part of our process? Okay. Oh my goodness. Doesn't that look lovely? Yep. Then I either take my fingernail or my folding bone. Do you remember how I nip in those edges? Nip it in. Okay, see that nip? Nice little nipper. All right, same thing on that side. Okay. Then I'm going to come up, and I always do that top and bottom first. All right. I'm going to roll that over like so. Okay. Gonna nip those edges in like so. See how I'm doing that? Nip it in. All right. Make sure it's all sticking. I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna do the opposite sides here as well. Do you see how I'm doing that? I'm gonna take this. I need another piece of scrap paper. I'm gonna come down here, get another piece of scrap paper so I know I'm not going to get glue on the outside of this. Okay, did you see that nice rolling action? Oh, that didn't want to stick. That one is a little stiff. So I'm going to take my bone and I'm going to crease that. Okay. This book cloth has a lot of plastic in it. Okay, so I'm going to have to just hold it there for a minute. Hold it down. All right. There we go. Now it's adhering. Okay, so this is a little long, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bone and roll that edge in, because what I want is a perfect edge there. Okay, and boy, that one's working. All right, now I have one more side, correct? I'm going to paint this edge. All right, whoops. I'm going to take my scrap paper away like I always do. Then I'm going to roll this down. Oh my gosh, it's going so well, right, people? Oh, and it doesn't want to stick. So I'm just going to hold that down for a minute. And I'm going to sing my book art song. La 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 la. Okay, got that going? Push. Yep. I cannot rush this process because my edges will just pop up. Okay. Oh my goodness. Can you say perfection?